Well, y'all, welcome back. I got quite a ride ahead of me here. This old slow tractor. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to get it out and use it a little bit. So this process I'm doing right here is pretty much just scattering the hay out so it'll dry better. Parts of this really don't need tedding, but since I'm here, I might as well do it. However, the upper end up there is really, really thick. If it wasn't for the tedder, I don't think I'd ever get it to dry. Now you can roll it around and roll it around with a hay rake all you want, but you can't never get it to completely dry that way. But this right here scatters it up, busts all the clumps and everything up, and just gives it a real good stirring, I guess you would say. This is actually the first time I've ever used this tractor to ted hay with. I've raked with it a couple of times, but I've never done this with it.
Well, here we are on this beautiful day. Me and the kids are making some more kraut, the way that y'all saw us do it the other day. I'm excited about this method, and I do think it's going to be really good, so we're going to make some more. The kids are enjoying chopping up the cabbage, but I thought we'd bring the work outside. Make cleanup just a little bit easier. You know, I know y'all just saw me make kraut the other day, but this is how it goes when things are coming in the garden. You know, it's just repeat until it all gets done. So that's what we're doing today.
How'd the cabbage go? That used to be like a bit that big one.
Right here's some. So I've got the cardboard there. Maggie, how's yours look? That looks good. You probably can pour it in there. That looks real good.
Does mine look good?
Yeah, you can probably pour yours in there. Look. This is why I got the cardboard here. Here's you some more to cut up. Now, chop that up.
Okay.
I need two cabbage. Does Maggie know what their two cabbages? Oh no, what's the shoes have to
No, I was just holding down that. Alright, is all this make no good?
Yeah, all that's not good.
Big food?
Yeah.
That's got a big slug in it.
Hey, Mr. Swagger, get you out when I get that piece.
Well, look at you.
I know I did one.
Alright, that's okay.
I got that last
Alright,
one.
look, those pieces ain't no good right there.
I don't think none of this is good.
Yeah, right there, all those good pieces. That's it.
Let's already check. Okay. I'm just gonna mix that with another
Yeah,
one.
put that with another one.
Perfect.
But all this field over here is some good fields to run this tractor in because they're fairly flat. I can say, being tricycle wheel and all, I don't much feel comfortable putting this tractor on a hillside. Not no steep hillside anyway. Every other hay field I've got has got some steep places in it, so I'm not going to use it on any of those. This tractor is more of a play toy anyway. It ain't exactly it doesn't really have a purpose on our farm. It's just here because it can be. Looks like this hay's dried out pretty nice. Definitely kicking up some green with a tedder though.
One or two more out there I can pick.
Go pick it.
I may go do that.
And then what is stop?
Yeah.
I chop one more and John chop one more.
And I've got one more in the refrigerator. But we'll do it too.
Hey, just split the one in the refrigerator in half.
Okay.
Or
Well, I'm gonna go out there and I think there's at least one more out there that needs to be picked.
let Maggie pick it.
Maggie's chopping up cabbage.
I mean, let Maggie chop that. Let me chop the big one. Okay?
No, I want to chop the big one.
Well, I done said it.
Well, then you have to just split it in half.
Yeah, Maggie.
I know, Jacob.
That's a good one. Look how tight that is.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. That's all right, but that really ain't no good.
Why'd you only cut it in half?
That means...
Because it's little.
those are the ones that those are the motor ones that you picked.
I am getting ready to go watch them.
Okay.
Plus, I ain't got the core.
Press what? Press what?
I gotta get the core out of this one.
Oh. Mag can?
This one's kind of thick. Right.
How's this, Mama?
That's some fine looking cabbage, sir.
I eat it. It's raw.
You want to eat it? It's what?
It's raw.
How's this?
Looks good.
It's getting pretty hot today. This hay ought to really do a lot of drying this evening after being scattered out like this. I'm hoping I can rake it tomorrow. Possibly bale it tomorrow, but we're probably looking at the day after that for baling. It just depends on my time frame. But I do have to work the next 3 days. So everything I do after today is gonna have to be done in the evenings when I get home from work.
Instead of going like, I go like,
Hey, Mom. You know what I dreamed about? I dreamed about it was Daddy's birthday.
you dreamed about it was that. I'm surprised you didn't dream about it was yours. Why was you thinking about it?
I dreamed about on this.
It was.
Yeah. It was that
But
guy's
it was Daddy's birthday?
No. It was the boy's birthday.
And then you were thinking about that, and then you dreamed that it was Daddy's birthday.
And they said happy birthday to me. My second one.
Yeah, that you still on the second one.
Okay, I think that's good. Look.
Did you get it 2 times?
No.
That's so fun. Just going like the first time, just going ching, ching, ching. It's so fun. Oh, I missed this spot. Now turn it the seed aways.
Get up again.
Make sure not to lose none of it. Wasting my precious time. Drop the cabbage. Oh. I should chop the ball. Don't leave none of it on the Lord. I have literally half of everything that I've done on the floor. Right here. Stuff that you
I
can
have
pour and stuff,
training.
and it'll do rest stuff.
So I have training
I don't think
braiding.
so.
I got training braiding that I gotta do.
You got training braided?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I got that.
Oh, you gotta braid your horse's tail.
Yeah.
Then you know what? If you get good enough braiding that horse's tail, maybe you could braid Ty's hair.
I can.
Well,
I can braid Ty's hair.
well then go braid it if you want that.
I know, but I don't know where my bands are.
Yeah, I need to get some more, but I don't know what happened to them rubber bands.
I have some for my
Why do you have to use rubber bands?
I need little rubber bands because the braids are so little.
Hey, Mommy,
What?
when I get done doing this, can I be done? Because I have which one are you on now, May?
third.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh. It was fun. This was fun for 20 minutes, and now I'm
done?
Now I'm getting bored.
I'm doing after this one.
Maggie, you still have this.
I'll cut them up.
Maggie, you wanted that big one so much.
Why? Do you want to cut it up?
No.
Take it.
Nope.
You want it so much.
Is this
You got 2 more left, and I got 2 more left.
I have 0 more left.
Good job.
I'm done. Hey, Mama, that's a perfect square.
Yeah.
I mean rectangle. Okay.
Now that I got this section done, I'll show y'all what the hay looks like. Looks real good. Right here is what we're doing. Busting this open so that green can get out there and get some dry. But just looking at just that little piece there, we got some clover. Most of that's fescue. There is some orchard grass mixed in with all this too. But the camera doesn't pick it up really well, but you look across there, you can see somewhat of a green tint to the hay, and that's what you're after, is because you want your hay to dry up green, which means it dries so fast it doesn't lose that green color. And when you have hay that doesn't get rained on and it's not been out in the sun long enough to get bleached, that's what you get. And when you see that green color across your hay field, you know that you've still held on to most of the nutrients that's in that hay as well. So, anyways, let's get back at it.
Get it? You gonna scrape all that in there? Alright, me take the lid off for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you put it, what, under this?
Yeah.
We have something to eat on.
I got it done. Get all the hay off the tedder. Didn't have no problems. Tractor performed better than I expected. I did have one incident where I had to get off and talk on the phone for a few minutes, and it sat there just idling. When I got back on it, it acted like it wanted to flood out, and it ended up cutting off on me. And then I finally got it started back, and it's been okay ever since. So, and I also broke 2 tedder teeth. I know how I did it. I had a vine that was in the edge of the woods, and it caught around these arms here, and I heard it. I knew when I hit that vine that it broke those teeth. But luckily I've actually got 2 new ones at the house. I always keep some as a spare, just like that. And the rake teeth, I always keep spares just in case you do break one. But I was surprised. I believe that's the first time I've ever broke 2 at a time. That one right there apparently has been slinging around. It just happened right before I got done, and right after it happened, I heard that one start smacking. That one's still on there pretty firm, but that means that there's another piece like this right here. There's 2 pieces like this right here laying out in my hayfield somewhere. And so when I come over here to rake it, it happened in this area right here behind me. When I come over here to rake it, I can't find them. I've done look, but when I come to rake it, I will keep an eye out, and maybe I'll find them so they don't end up in a tire or picked up into the baler, which is unlikely they'll be picked up in the baler because they're heavy, but I'm more or less worried about them winding up in a tire. And when they broke, they could have slung off into the woods too. I may never see them again. But anyways, I'm going to see if can't get this tractor back to the house. This thing's been going now I started around 11:30 today. It was about 11:30 when I left the house, and it's currently 2:30, right on the dot. So this thing's been going non-stop ever since, and that's the most this tractor's been run in probably, I don't know, 3 years probably. It's been a while since I've used it for that long. But she done pretty good. Can't complain with it. Now let's just see if we'll make it back to the house. That's a real steep hill right there.
So tonight for supper, well, like I told you earlier, there's kind of a repeat of everything, you know, this time of year, just because it goes along with that stuff's coming in. So I'm going to dig me some new potatoes, and we'll change it up a little bit. We're going to have peas and new potatoes together in the same pot. Pretty good that way too, instead of having peas and dumplings with new potatoes on the side. So I'm going to see if I can rob some of these plants here. I've actually got a few new potatoes in the house that I dug up at our potato patch last night. Look at there. There's a good one. It's a pretty potato. Literally, that one plant we dug under that one day must have been the only plant that hasn't made potatoes. But I just need like 2 or 3 more, and I should have a plenty. Well, look at there. It's a nice tater. I'm gonna be tickled to see them. You dig over here. And I know y'all see how bad these vines look, and if you hadn't heard in other videos and see the potato bugs everywhere, well, my goodness, what a potato. That's a big red potato. Huh. For as bad as these vines look, I'm honestly kind of mind-blowing. But anyways, we have sprayed and sprayed and sprayed these plants. They have looked bad since they come up. I don't know what happened to them. Something probably in this compost that we bought. I really don't know. But anyways, the end goal is always to grow food. And well, that's what they did. So I reckon they did all right. Tonight for supper, we're just gonna have, I think it's called like a spatchcocked chicken. I think is how you say it. This is one of our chickens you saw us process here a while back. I'm just going to squeeze some lemon juice on there. And I'll also put it up underneath a little bird there, like that. I really like lemon juice on the chicken. It really gives it a nice flavor. And I'm going to hit it with some blackened seasoning. This stuff's really good too. I enjoy this seasoning. And I'm going to stick a couple pieces of garlic up under there. So we're going to stick that in the oven, and it'll probably take it about an hour and a half or so to get done. That chicken looks wonderful. I think it's called a spatch cook.
I like the way he's laid out there.
Yeah. Peas and taters tonight. Instead of taters and peas, we're having peas and taters.
Well, ain't
you ever heard what they say? I mean, Daddy used to say, he'd say one day we had beans and taters, and the next day we had taters and beans.
well, trying to switch it up, make it sound like you didn't have the same thing?
Yeah.
What kind of seasoning did you put on this chicken? It sure smells good.
That blackened seasoning and lemon juice.
That'd be good on that.
Yeah. Don't look too terrible. I'm gonna eat me some slaw. You gonna eat some slaw?
No. I doubt it.
My slaw is so good though. But anyways, guys, I guess that's gonna about wrap up today's video. It's been a pretty busy day.
Sure
a lot
has.
of it y'all probably haven't seen, but it
And it still ain't over yet.
yeah, still ain't over yet. So, but anyways, guys, till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.